Hello there. This is a Vauxhall Corsa D from 2011, but what's that thing hanging off the side? Well, some people call it a wing mirror, others a door mirror, and you might call it a side mirror. But whatever it's called, in this video I'll show you how to replace it. Welcome to Cars by TV. Right, to replace the mirror thingy bobby what's it, we need access to its power cable, and to get that we have to remove the door card. Step 1 is to remove the switch for the electric window, and it can simply be pried out of position. So start down this end because that's where the clip is. And there we are, it's coming loose already. And now simply work your way around the switch, taking care to minimise the risk of any damage. And now the switch just lifts out, which gives us access to the power cable. To remove the power cable, simply poke a small screwdriver into that hole and pry it out of position. Just like that. Now the switch is out of the way, we need to remove the plastic trim on the armrest, and once again we use the prying tool for that. So pick a corner and start to work your way around, taking your time to minimise the risk of any damage. Making progress. Come on now trim, off you come. There we go. And now that trim's been removed, we can peer down there and see two bolts. Here's a close-up. Those bolts need to be removed, for which we need a T25 Torx bit like this. And there we are, two bolts successfully removed. We now turn our attention to the door handle, and if we peer past it down there, we can see a small circular cap. Let's zoom in and have a look at that. That cap needs to be removed, and the easiest way to do that is to grab a small flat-headed screwdriver, pop it into that slot like so, and pry the cap out of position. That reveals another bolt, and guess what? That needs to be removed as well. And to remove that bolt, once again, we need a T25 Torx bit. There are two more T25 bolts holding the door card in position. There's one there on the side, so let's have a closer look at that. And there's another one here on the bottom. The door card is also held in place by various fasteners around its edge that as of now we can't see. Those fasteners have to be pried out of position, for which you could use a plastic prying tool, a big screwdriver, or if you're feeling fancy, a door trim removal tool. And once you've chosen your favourite tool, simply pop it behind the door card, there for example, and work your way around the edge, releasing the fasteners as you go. And once all the fasteners have been released, as these have, we can simply lift the door card up and away. Something like that, but don't pull it too far because it's still connected to the car via this cable that operates the internal door handle. There's a close-up of that cable, but it doesn't need to be removed because we already have unimpeded access to this cable here that powers the mirror, and that connector there needs to be undone next. Here's a close-up, and to release this connector, simply poke a screwdriver down there like so, and then give it a pull, and that's all there is to it. If we follow the cable up, we can see it then goes into the door through this rubber grommet. The next stage is to remove that grommet so that we can poke it and the cable into the door. And the easiest way to remove that grommet is with a prying tool. So let's get in behind that and give it a pull, work our way around. There we are, it's come out. So we can now poke the grommet through the hole and the cable will follow just like We're making progress. I don't believe it. It's actually sunny here at Car Spy TV. It's almost always raining. Anyway, now's the time to bring out the big guns, specifically a gaffer tape. And it's a good idea to use that to completely cover the mirror. Why? To minimise the risk of it shattering, making a mess and cutting your hand. The next stage is to adjust the mirror so it's pointing all the way in towards the car. And the easiest way to do that is to apply some pressure to this side of the glass. Alright, are you ready? 3, 2, 1. There we go. And now the mirror is pointing all the way in, that's created a gap here. Next, poke your fingers into that gap and pull the mirror out of the housing. So, fingers in that gap, or thumbs in my case, and pull. There we go. Next, we need to remove that green cap, which is held in place by clips. For example, there's one there. Can you see that? And there's another one hiding up there. And to make those clips easier to remove, we're going to give them a good squirt of penetrating fluid. Are you ready? Here we go. And up there too. Nice. Now grab a big flat-headed screwdriver and poke it into there like that to open up the clip. Can you see that? Now grab a plastic prying tool and simultaneously pry around this edge here where the green meets the black. All right, so we'll have a go at that. And before too long, as we can see, the green cap comes away. Hang on, I need to put those down. And come around here. There we are. There's the cap, and now it's been removed. We need to find a bolt, which is all the way down there. Here's the close-up. That bolt needs to be removed, so to make that easier, once again, we'll give it a good squirt of penetrating fluid. Oh, there we go. And now to undo that bolt, we need a Torx bit, which I'm hoping we have over here somewhere. Specifically, we need a T45. Come on, let's have one. Yes. There we go, one of those. So let's loosen that bolt. Something like this. And now, oh, that's enough to pull the mirror away from the car. Hang on, let's put the ratchet down because I haven't got enough hands for this. Oh, that can go down there. And now, as we move the mirror away, the cable follows it out. But bear in mind, yeah, it's not going to come completely free at this point because the grommet is stuck down there. Don't worry though, I have a plan. So if we peer down that hole, we can just about make out the grommet. It's that thing there. That's the best picture I can get for you. And all we're going to do is grab the trusty screwdriver, poke around down there, move the grommet around until it comes free, and then the mirror will be completely released. So let's have a go at that. And I can't see much of what's going on down there in that hole, but something's definitely going on. Come on now, out you pop. Nearly had it then. Come on. Oh yes, nearly. Got it. As for getting a replacement wing mirror, well, they're available on eBay, second-hand, and prices start at about £25. Just make sure you get one that's the right colour to match the rest of your car, which isn't easy for me because mine looks like the Incredible Hulk. Oh dear. As for fitting the replacement mirror, it's more or less the reverse of what I've already shown you, but there are a few things to bear in mind. Number 1, you need to remove the cap from the new wing mirror in the same way as I showed you on the old one so that you can access the bolt down there that secures it to the car. Number 2, it can be fiddly to feed the mirror's power cable through the door, but if you push from the outside hole, as we're doing now, and pull from the inside hole, eventually you'll get there. Number 3. To replace the mirror within the housing, simply line up the circle on the back of the mirror. Can you see that? With the circle here in the housing. And once they're lined up, which is a little fiddly, come on now. There we go, that's lined up. Once they're lined up, simply give the mirror a push to lock it into position. There we go. And number 4, now, before you replace the door card, is the time to make sure the mirror actually works. So, make sure it moves up, down, left and right as intended, and make sure the heating element works too, otherwise it won't defrost. Number 5, when replacing the door card, make sure this small tweeter speakery thing is positioned within that hole there. And finally, number 6, make sure these white plastic clips that go around the edge of the door card, see them around there? There's another one up there. Make sure they're in the door card itself rather than stuck in the holes in the door. If they are in the door, pry them out of position with some kind of tool and pop them back where they're supposed to be, because if you leave them in the door, it'll be much harder to get that thing back on. I'll let you into a secret though. I'm not actually going to reinstall the door card today because it's somebody's birthday. We're meeting for a meal. I'm already late, and if I don't leave in the next 5 minutes, they're going to be sitting alone in a restaurant, and that's no good on someone's birthday. So, while I very quickly get changed, don't forget to subscribe to Car Spy TV. That makes it easier to find my other content. You're also welcome to say hello in the comment section, and if you could click like on this video, that would be fantastic. Oh, I've got a website too. Tell you what, I shall write the address down for you. There, carspytv.com. That's all I've got time for. Really got to go. See you next time. Farewell.